had a hard time at school, both primary school and high school. I had crazy anxiety my whole childhood. One time in high school, my parents bought me and my oldest brother camping hiking bags for school bags. I got teased for it. I was embarrassed wearing it. I went and bought a normal school bag and got screamed at and strapped for it. My brother bought a normal school bag too and he yelled back at Dad, but he also got punished. Mum and Dad accused us of being ungrateful. They just didn't want to spend money to look after us properly. They didn't care if we didn't fit in. They just wanted to spend money on alcohol and getting drunk every day. My parents are day and night functioning alcoholics who neglected their own children and felt entitled that the government should pay for all our needs. Their belief is school uniform should be free. I used to get strapped every day when I was a child, even through puberty. I would have to pull my pants down and get 5 to 10 whips as a routine, even when I was good. I was a good child and didn't talk much, just observed everything. One day my dad forgot to strap me, and I said out loud, "I didn't get strapped today, yay." I must have been good, then he said, "Come to the kitchen now and pull your pants down." He strapped me. It was undeserved. One example of the kinds of things I put up with by my parents growing up were, once my parents packed me my school lunch. They made me take a sardine sandwich to school, and I got humiliated in front of my whole class, because it smelled the whole classroom out. It was raining that day too, so everyone was stuck inside to smell it. I have more stories below soon. Sister's sexual abuse. My little sister got sexual abuse and was groomed and treated spoiled as mentioned. She's in a wheelchair and couldn't feel her legs and couldn't run away when the abuse was happening. She didn't know what was happening to her because she couldn't feel anything, and her mind is behind her age. The first time I witnessed the abuse my dad was doing to my sister, he had his pants and underwear down, and she also had her pants and nappy down, and he was abusing her sexually. She was only 2 years old the first time I witnessed him doing that to her. I was only 9 when I saw it happen. I ran to my bedroom after watching my dad pull down his jeans and underwear and laid in the doorway doing his deed to her half naked. There's plenty of other times he did his deed to her growing up, but he hid it wearing clothes on top, dry humping. All my brothers turned a blind eye to it. I used to go with my brothers to get fish and chips or go to the skate park just to get away from him being sexually abusive. I couldn't be around it. It made me shake and have anxiety. I felt powerless and emotional in every bad way. Mum turned a blind eye to it as well. She was facing the kitchen cooking with her back turned away to it all while it was happening. I'm pretty sure Dad got Mum drunk, or worse gave her a drug, because Mum was so out of it sometimes when Dad did his sexual abuse. I'm not sure if Mum was in flight mode or something, but she wasn't fully aware of her surroundings. Her eyes looked like she was daydreaming or zoned out, and they were glassy. Maybe she just didn't care at all. The reason I didn't go to the police until I was about 23 years old is because my parents destroyed my confidence. And I didn't have a voice until I started to heal myself mentally and heal my inner child. Also, because I told a girl at school when I was little that Dad smacks me, and he got in trouble by the police, and then I got punished for it, which I go into more detail about in another chapter. So, I went to the police when I was 23 years old, and they sent me to report it to Child Protective Services. The Child Protective Service officers were gaslighting me. It was 2 officers. The officers were both men, and I felt like they were playing mind games, because they probably wanted to take my dad's side. The impression I got from them is that they were corrupt. They were belittling me and minimizing what happened. They made me think I was filing a report, but they didn't file it, and they told me to come back and make a report. Then when I did come back, they said they didn't make the report because I was sad. They were playing mind games. I finally got the report done, but they lied and said it will be made over a video, which didn't happen. They just apparently wrote down the report. They finally opened the case, but absolutely nothing happened, and the case got closed. My suspicion is that they made the whole thing up, and Dad didn't even get investigated at all. If he did, they would have found things on Dad's computer. He had hundreds of photos of my sister on there. He didn't get investigated. In the middle of reporting Dad, I built up courage to tell Mum. I rang Mum to tell her what Dad did to my sister when I was younger, thinking she would understand. She screamed at me abusively, calling me names. Then she said she disowned me and that I was no longer her daughter. I already felt disowned anyway because she was never there for me, and I had no bond with her. She never gave much eye contact to me or talked much with me. Childhood abandonment. I knew Mum didn't care about me from an early age. I did nice things for her. For example, a few times I cleaned the whole house and bought her gifts. She screamed at me for cleaning and threw my gifts in the bin. Once when I was little, probably 4 or 5, I made her a handmade gift. She threw it out. My parents made me throw out an expensive designer Barbie doll gifted to me by one of my aunties on my dad's side. I was only 5 years old. It was traumatic. I remember standing at the wheelie bin crying. I had to throw it out because my parents were Jehovah's Witnesses back then, and they were strict on me. They said Barbies are idols and that I was worshipping it. One year for my birthday, my oldest brother and I have a birthday in April. I think I turned 9 and he turned 8. Mum and Dad bought me a $9 empty sewing box, but my oldest brother got a $300 remote control Metronome set. I felt unwanted on my birthday. I remember spending that whole day in my room. My parents treated me like I was stupid and that I didn't know any better or something. I had to put on a dumb persona anyway, because I wasn't allowed to show any intelligence or disappointment, because it threatened my dad. Also, one year all I got for my birthday was a garden gnome. Another birthday, I got a second-hand broken wooden jewelry box and a lollipop. I just got crap from my parents. I had to buy my own set of drawers for my bedroom with my pocket money. I had to use the money for furniture and things like that. Sometimes us kids could spend our pocket money on small things. We had to put it all together sometimes to save for things like a trampoline. Another time I felt abandoned is when my family went to their friend's house who have kids around our age. Back then they had a baby and I had just walked into a bedroom where their baby was rolling around on the bed. Then the father walks in and screams at me to get out, and accused me of the baby rolling off the bed, even though that didn't happen. I ran away. I ran to the shearing shed, and I was going to keep running and never come back. I sat on the steps crying, feeling so upset, because I didn't do anything wrong. The sun started to set, and an hour later Mum comes to find me. That's probably one of the only times she really cared, and she gave me a hug. I was feeling so unwanted that day. One day at a farm property that my nan and pop lived and let us stay at, I was watching some kangaroos in the field and my family didn't tell me the TV show Rex was on TV, and they left me out there. I wasn't that far from the house. They could easily see me from the window and could have called me. We all used to sit together watching Rex on TV when it was on. I missed out on a lot of things from them forgetting about me and not wanting me around. As another example of being forgotten about is when Mum made some homemade guacamole as a special treat, which we dipped corn chips into. One time she told all the family to come and eat, but didn't let me know and I missed out. We hardly got treats and junk food in our childhood, so that's what got to me even more. My oldest brother got everything all the time though. My parents made sure he didn't miss out and even give him extra servings of dessert.